Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on this easy fall makeup look. It's kind of like an easy fall smoky eye. It's giving me pumpkin feels. I don't know. It's very Thanksgiving-y. I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to show you how to do it. Please subscribe and let's get started. Okay, so my eyes are primed, I've got my brows filled in, everything's all ready to go. For this look, I really wanted to use just my single eyeshadows just because I feel like I've been using a lot of palettes lately and I just kind of wanted to bring it back to my single eyeshadows. I don't know, I just love these. So the first shade I'm gonna use is Birkin from Anastasia. That is this shade right here. This is probably the first shade I use in almost every tutorial. And I'm lightly going to buff this into the outer corner. And instead of just bringing this through the crease like I normally do right away, I'm actually going to just lightly buff it on this outer area. And then whenever the product is left off, I'm just gonna kind of go here in the inner part. I'm gonna grab the color Desert Sands, that's this one here, and I'm gonna bring this here into the outer corner, feather it in, the same way that we did that first shade with. And then when you've got a lot of the shadow off, go ahead and bring that in. This is kind of like the shade of Yellowy Diarrhea. And then I'm just taking that first brush with whatever's left on it to buff this out. Next, I'm gonna go into Tiki Hut. It's the color right next to Desert Sands, this one right here. And it's gonna start adding some depth. So this look is still gonna be kind of natural. It's gonna be like a natural smoky eye, I guess, but like a fall version because we've got these tones going on. I'm gonna use the color Creme Brulee. It's this shade right here. And I'm just gonna take it on my fluffy brush, but on the flat side. And I'm just gonna lay that right on the lid here. So this is gonna be a matte lid, but it's gonna be really close to like my skin color. All right, so this is very yellow and very yellowy browns going on. So I wanna give it a little bit of warmth so that it's not so, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go into Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek. It's this reddish shade right here. And I'm just going to put this right here in the outer corner, flick it up into the rest of it, and kind of also focus it close to the lash line. On my brow bone, I'm gonna grab the color Mirage from Makeup Geek. It's this one right here. I usually use nylon, but this one has a little bit more of that yellowy undertone. I think it's gonna be a little bit better with what we've got going on here. So I'm gonna pop that right here on the brow bone. And it's not as frosty as nylon. It's a nice change from what I normally do. I'm also gonna take that Mirage shade right here on the inner part of the lid, just to brighten this area up a little bit. I'm quickly gonna apply some eyeliner. This is the Inglot Gel Liner number 77. If you're curious how I do my wings, I will link a video in the top right-hand corner on how I do a winged liner. I break it down step by step, so you can do it as well if you're having a hard time nailing it. So check that out, you might like it. Moving on to my face, I'm gonna use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Light. It is the morning and I will be wearing this makeup all day, so I want it to last, and this is my favorite primer for making my makeup last. I'm gonna mix the Too Faced Born This Way foundation with the Fenty Beauty foundation. I'm in the shade Nude for Too Faced and 150 for the Fenty Beauty. Okay, I'm just buffing it in with this Crown C517 brush. One thing with the Fenty Beauty foundation, I feel like you definitely do have to work quickly. I think it's a very fast drying foundation, and maybe it's just because it's so matte. For concealer, I'm gonna use this YSL All Hours concealer. I also don't really like the way that my Urban Decay Naked Skin concealer looks with the Fenty foundation. I don't know what it is. I think that maybe this is just a little bit too warm for that. So this one from YSL has a little bit more of a pink undertone, and so I think it looks better with that foundation. Okay, I'm gonna use this Makeup Forever powder. I think it's H104. And I'm gonna set the under eyes. And then I'm gonna bronze using my Hourglass Radiant Bronze Light Bronzer. This is my favorite. I can't stop using it. I just think it looks really good on my skin. It adds a nice glow. And then I'm gonna use the shade S116 from Makeup Forever to contour my face. I'm using the 109 brush from MAC to do so. All right, for blush, I'm gonna use the color Infatuation from Makeup Geek. It's this shade right here. It's just a beautiful bronzy orange, but it's super pigmented. I gotta really like tap off the excess there and then apply that on the cheeks. Okay, and then for highlighter, I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty Fire Crystal and Lightning Dust. This one here, it's so freaking pretty. I'm actually gonna mix them together right here to the tops of the cheeks. And then I'm actually gonna grab a little bit of Trophy Wife. I know this is not for my skin tone or my complexion or anything, but I wanna add just a little bit of it to give just a little bit of a golden yellow sheen. So I'm literally tapping off like everything just so that I've got more of that gold. But when it's applied really subtly on my skin tone, it works. Okay, so underneath my eyes, let me grab the right brush. I'm actually gonna grab the color Chickadee from Makeup Geek. I couldn't find this anywhere, and then I just found it when I was sitting here, and I wish I used this in the top because I think that would have looked really good. And maybe I'll add it there in a minute, but I'm gonna bring this underneath the eye on the bottom lash line. And I'm holding really far back on my brush because if I bring my hand up this far and apply the product, it's gonna be very harsh. So I'm pulling back so that it goes on way more diffused. And so this is just feathering it on here, and then I'm also carrying it underneath the wing. I'm gonna go into that Desert Sands shade and add that. And then I'm actually gonna take a little bit of Morocco from Makeup Geek. It's a lot more orange. And on a pencil brush, I just wanna hit this right here and kind of see what happens. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna bring that through here on the bottom lashes, just to kind of add a pop of this oranginess. And then also back into that Cocoa Bear shade to deepen that up even more. And that's really gonna complement the Morocco too. I'm gonna bring a little bit of that Morocco into the top here, right in this outer area. I think this color looks really fall, so I'm digging it. I'm gonna grab my nude eyeliner pencil from Rimmel, and I'm gonna put this in the waterline. For my lips, I'm gonna go into No Shade from the DesixKaty collection from Dose of Colors. This is more of a peachy, warm nude, so I think it's really gonna go nicely with the eyes. Off camera, I'm gonna go do my mascara and my lashes. I will link to my how to apply false lashes video because that's actually what I'm about to film right now. And if you're curious how to apply it, I will link all that information below as well as in this video so that you can check it out and see exactly how to apply false lashes. I'm gonna break it down super in depth. So yeah, go check that out if you are curious. All right, so this is the completed makeup look. I love it. I'm feeling very Thanksgiving-y. This is something I would totally wear for that, even though that's a little whiles away, but whatever. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching it. Please subscribe and let me know what you wanna see next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.